Hi, I'm James, and in this video I'm taking a look at upgrading the SSD in this, which is the Lenovo Yoga 720 13-inch laptop. And to start off with, we are going to flip the machine over, and we have the screws to remove on the back here. We are using a Torx T5 screwdriver, and basically we have two size screws. The three back ones are slightly longer, and then the other 7 screws are the same head but slightly shorter. Now, this laptop uses a NVMe type or PCI Express type SSD. The slot will physically house a SATA SSD, but it will not recognise them if you plug in one. I found this out because I initially tried fitting a 1TB SATA SSD and it failed to detect it in the BIOS or boot from it. So we are trying again with actually a Kingston A1000 SSD. Check out my other video for a brief look at those, as it's one of the lower cost options for NVMe SSDs, and I'll include the link below if you want to take a look at that. So we're upgrading this purely, rather than for performance benefits, for increased capacity. So with these screws all removed, we now want to take our Pry Tool, and we are going to work around the front edge and get the Pry Tool in here and lift this front edge of the laptop. This is a little easier because I have done it previously. It did require a little bit more force the first time, just because everything was a bit more settled. Everything clipped back together okay, but I just haven't pressed it back together too hard, basically because I knew I was going to be opening it again. So with that done, we will pull up and release, and we are now, so we can see in here we have access. We can do the wireless card if we want to change that. Memory is soldered down, so we could not upgrade this, but the SSD, we're just going to go to a small Phillips head screwdriver, a single screw here. This Lenovo sticker was covering that initially, I believe for just warranty purposes. I've moved it and I will replace it when I put things back together, but I just gently peeled that off. And you can see here we had, I believe it is a Samsung PM961 PCIe NVMe SSD. So we are going to take that out and then just gather our replacement drive. So what we can see with the drive that we're fitting in its place, this actually has a B and M keyed slot, as opposed to just, I believe, the M keyed, but this is a NVMe drive, so hopefully it should all work. I'm going to cut the video now because I'm going to do some separate bits just looking at the drive itself in another video, so take a look at that. And then continue with the reassembly. So with that done, we are going to now take our drive, slot it into there, and put back in the retaining screw. All that's left then is to replace this back. We want to push to the back edge because there are some little tabs here. So we want to make sure they are slotted in at the back. It can be a touch fiddly, this. But if we get enough of an angle on it, then we should make sure that those are all underneath this back panel. And then all that is left is to press down on this panel, press it firmly into place, and replace the screws, and hopefully all should be working well once we've done that. I hope you found this video useful. Do check out my look at this Kingston A1000 SSD if you're interested in that, because it is quite a nice low-cost upgrade option for NVMe based systems. And let me know in the comments if you have any questions, feedback. Hit like if you found this useful, and subscribe if you want to see more in the future.